Yes. And it's also something that I feel like I'm really good at. And it's impossible for me to not think about and feel like I have something important to do here. And so I feel driven to do it. It does not feel like father was a lawyer, so I must be a lawyer too. It feels like I think my dad made a misstep here, and I think the prevailing idea that this is somehow like to be swept under the rug, even though we all consume porn, we can't be porn stars. I see something hypocritical here that my father did when in his time, and so I just I think it's a good note to make. Playmates were really ambitious. They were not using Playboy as like a way into Hollywood for the most part. They were using it to pay for vet school, or they were using it to get them further in their career. You know, someone like became a really famous interior designer because of it. So I think that those were the playmates that I gravitated to, had the most interesting conversations with. Yeah, I understood that it was just like a one-time thing. Like Playboy didn't necessarily lead you to Hollywood. What you had to do was take the money that they were going to give you, and it was a good sum, and save it and put it towards your future. You had to be smart about it, you know? And now it's more of a consistent stream of income. So I'm both the chief strategy officer of Room 11 and I'm a content creator on Room 11, which I like and I think adds value to just understanding what creators are doing. I don't think they've changed too much, except I'm just more open with who I am and more accepting in my sexuality. I think all of my feelings on sexuality, you know, I was born with pretty much. And so it's just a lot of therapy sessions of talking about how I feel, what do I believe in, and it's constantly evolving, especially with like gender, you know, and those conversations. So it's a work in progress, but it's always trying to get closer to just loving myself. I think the biggest mistake that I saw my father make was tasteful nudes are luxurious and intelligent, but sex is not tasteful. And I think what I'm doing with Room 11, my raison d'etre, my reason, is to basically say pornography is not smut. Sex is not smut. Having sex on camera and making money from it can be just as beautiful and can be just as beautiful as a tasteful nude. So I don't buy into pornography being D-class A. I find it very suspicious that someone can take a photo of them looking coquettish and that is Hollywood and classy, but someone can masturbate and that is somehow gross. I find that a big mistake on my father's part, and I see it as the main criticism leveled towards adult content creators. I don't like it personally.